A girls' school, first day of war, 168 dead. Most of them children, some as young as 6. Small coffins, Iranian flags, a country burying its daughters. And now, US investigators privately believe it was likely American forces who did it. Nobody is saying sorry, nobody is saying anything. A girls' primary school in southern Iran is at the center of an international controversy after a strike killed scores of children on the first day of the US-Israeli war with Iran. The Shajareh Tayebeh school in Minab was hit on March 1st during the joint US-Israeli attack. Iranian authorities put the death toll at 168, most of them children, though Reuters could not independently confirm that figure. The school had 264 pupils enrolled. Satellite imagery captured 4 days after the strike shows at least 5 buildings with visible craters and scorch marks, suggesting the area was hit multiple times. Munitions expert N.R. Jensen Jones said the damage pattern points to multiple simultaneous or near-simultaneous strikes. The school sits adjacent to an Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps compound. A wall separating the two has been visible in satellite images since 2016. Analysts say a crater on the school's ground floor indicates a specialized munition may have been used to penetrate the lower levels. Reuters reported on March 6th that US military investigators privately believe it is likely American forces were responsible, though no final conclusion has been reached. 2 US officials speaking anonymously said new evidence could still emerge pointing to another party. Neither Washington nor Tel Aviv has accepted responsibility. Israel says it was not aware of any operations in the area. The Pentagon declined to comment, referring questions to Central Command, whose spokesman said it would be inappropriate to speak while the investigation is ongoing. US Secretary of War Pete Hegseth addressed the incident on March 4th.
Can you give us an update on what the administration knows, what you know now about the reported strike on a girls' school in southern Iran on Saturday?
All I can say is that we're investigating that. We, of course, never target civilian targets, but we're taking a look and investigating that.
In a statement to Reuters, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt did not address the investigation directly, instead saying the Iranian regime targets civilians and children, not the United States of America. The UN Human Rights Office has called for a full investigation, placing the burden squarely on those who carried out the attack.
The onus is on the forces that carried out the attack to investigate it.
Images of the girls' funeral were shown on Iranian state television. Their small coffins were draped with Iranian flags and passed from a truck across a large crowd towards the gravesite. A handwritten list published by Iranian media named 56 victims, 48 of them aged between 6 and 11. Deliberately attacking a school, hospital, or any other civilian structure would likely be a war crime under international humanitarian law. If a US role were to be confirmed, the strike would rank among the worst cases of civilian casualties in decades of US conflicts in the Middle East. The US-based human rights news agency has documented the deaths of 1,114 Iranian civilians since the war began, including 183 children. Unverified reports circulating on regional and Israeli social media platforms claim that a US Special Forces operation inside Iran ended in heavy losses, with Iranian forces allegedly killing or capturing American troops during a covert mission targeting a nuclear facility. The claims were first reported by a Hebrew-language platform called Hadshot Lo Testazra, which described the incident as an unusual security event involving the US military inside Iranian territory. According to the report, American Special Forces attempted a parachute operation near a sensitive nuclear installation, Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps units allegedly detected the operation in advance and prepared a series of ambushes and defensive traps. The reports claim that the US troops were intercepted by IRGC Special Operations Forces shortly after landing. Some accounts circulating online allege that the American unit was either killed or captured during the confrontation. However, these claims have not been independently verified, and neither Washington nor Tehran has officially confirmed the details of such an operation. Meanwhile, Ali Larijani posted a cryptic post on X warning USC.
The valiant sons of Imam Khomeini and Imam Khamenei are waiting for you, ready to disgrace those corrupt American officials by killing and capturing thousands.
While Larijani did not directly confirm the reported incident, his message appeared to signal Iran's readiness to confront any potential ground incursion by US forces. At the same time, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi suggested that Washington's military strategy against Iran was already failing.
Plan A for a clean, rapid military victory failed, Mr. President. Your Plan B will be even bigger failure. The truth? Chance for unique deal burned after the America Last cabal obscured significant progress we made in negotiations. Israel first always means America last.
Separately, in an interview with NBC News, Araghchi said, Tehran is not intimidated by the possibility of US ground troops entering the country.
We are waiting for them. Iran is confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
He also refused any negotiations with the US and said that Iran had not asked for a ceasefire. The reports of a possible failed US operation come as Iran's military announced the launch of another round of attacks targeting US and Israeli positions across the region. In a statement carried by Iran's semi-official Tasnim news agency, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said it had launched the 20th wave of strikes against what it described as American and Zionist targets. According to the statement, the attacks were carried out in memory of IRGC personnel reportedly killed when a US submarine struck one of Iran's naval vessels near Sri Lanka a day earlier. For now, the claims surrounding the alleged US Special Forces operation remain unconfirmed, but if verified, such an incident would represent a major escalation, signaling that the conflict between Iran and the United States may be moving beyond air and naval engagements toward direct ground confrontation.